Hello, welcome back. Yeah, today another heavily pandemic influenced album in a way, like yesterday's Björk for Sora. This album too is of course heavily influenced by the pandemic. Alone that the last album is her sixth album is 6 years ago. You can see this time gap is probably due to this pandemic thing. And you get a different, very different, in my opinion, Beyoncé on this beautiful edition. But before we go into the music, let's briefly go through the content of this beautiful packaging. So I've shown you the box. The albums comes in two inner sleeves. This one. Hey, and the printed ones, both are not poly-lined, yeah. And then you have the other album is in this one. And of course you get a Vogue-like booklet with this release. Of course, top-notch qualities, great photos, which really underlines and helps the whole thing, the whole album, gives you the right mood, the right ideas, the right feeling. I really do like that. Yeah, before we get into the sound quality, let's briefly get into this album. You get your Beyoncé concept album with dozens of producers and writers, maybe even more than ever. But you also get a timeless, beautiful Beyoncé album. You know, she reaches out into the past and produces a timeless, postmodern piece of art, piece of music, without getting ironic or nostalgic. This is really an achievement and really one of the great albums in 2022, which already has been a fantastic year when it comes to the new releases this year. You know, we almost get a house album. It's very clubby. It's dance, really great dance music, but still you get, and this is different from former albums in my opinion, you get this disco, funk, R&B and even electro pureness, and she really manages to break the monotony that can happen in these kind of albums. And you really, what you didn't get this time, and I totally like that, is this hyper modern, hyper pop attitude. This is really down to the core in a way, and especially my highlight song where she gives her interpretation of the disco anthems, of all disco anthems, the Donna Summer and Giorgio Moroder song, I Feel Love. Wow. This really kicks it. This really gives you goosebumps in a way. So again, like with the Björk album, like with for Sora, a very positive surprise. Very positive surprise. Great album. The sound quality, you know what makes me a little bit nervous before I get deeper into it? There is a European pressing and there is an American pressing from RTI. I got the European pressing. I'm thinking of getting also, because this is a fantastic album, the American pressing to compare them. But I only can talk about the European pressing, and I can tell you that this sounds very good. It's a very good sounding album. You have a punch, you have depth, you have separation. Of course, there are a lot of musical effects, beautiful, it floats through the room. The bass, important part of that kind of music, of course, is very natural, not too much, not too less. I really, really like it. So you really get a great sounding album, and musically you get a very, very, very strong one. Yeah, 2022, strong year. What do you think? Of course, the variety is big, but on all those factors, on all those directions we have nowadays in music, there has been really a lot of highlights, and this for sure is one of the highlights, and we will see this release again in the best of 2022. I'm sure, strong one. Although of course you have to say, sometimes after some time you see things differently. But this is a classic album. Great job, Beyoncé. Thank you. Good work. Okay, yeah, that's it for today's Beyoncé. Thank you for your time and see you on the next one. Bye.